All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakadash. Damalan still pastors the GMS. And Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth and sincerity. And Shalom to the hopeful elect. And what I have here is that basically Trump predicted the Afghan disaster, which we've been predicting it just as long, but we keep bringing it out. And funny enough, I keep seeing like different videos about how people bring out certain predictions. And funny enough, Hillary Clinton did the same thing. And that's to show you that these wars are set up. These wars has always been set up. So I'm gonna actually play a small clip before I get into the rest of it. It's only 42 seconds. But this is just for edification.
Pakistan probably has Osama bin Laden. Now think of it. You have a 6'6" Arab, and we can't find him, who's on a dialysis machine, and we can't find him. You tell me this with all our so-called intelligence and everything else. Guy's 6'6". Pretty unusual, right? We can't find Osama bin Laden. There's something wrong. We give hundreds of billions of dollars to Pakistan, and they're probably housing him. As soon as we leave, it's all going to blow up anyway. And you say, what are we doing there? We're spending hundreds of billions of dollars, trillions of dollars on this nonsense. And the minute we leave, everything blows up and the worst guy gets it.
And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. It just is. Oh, sorry. But the fact is, the moment they leave, it's gonna blow up. What just happened? They blew up their fucking airport, or at least close to it. And they're gonna. He said he's gonna pin the worst guy. Who was that? They're already talking about trying to get Biden out of the office. But here's the funny thing about it is that these are always planned. Get Biden out of office, get Kamala in there. Now you have a female president. It's going to be a replay of Egypt with Cleopatra, who is also an Edomite. And it's going to be the fall, at least one part of the fall of this society. But everybody will have a reason to blame the woman for the destruction of this place. Suck you. So let me get a scripture real quick. This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bids. When the morning is light, they practice it. It is in the power of their hand." And that's exactly what happens. It's like Esau is always known for doing this. He's always known for setting up events, how to start it, how to end it, how to pay for it, who to fund. And when I look at other videos where they like try to predict certain things, it always happens. Example, aside from this one, not Kamala, Hillary Clinton said the same thing. And I did a video on that, I think last week, 2 weeks ago, either one. But let's go even further. As the Simpsons like to go into, the show Simpsons, they be pulling out a lot of things and it be happening. But the funny thing is, they all have one thing in common. They looped under these rats. They're the ones, they're just not making predictions. They're the ones telling how their plan is going to go. Of what the events is going to happen. See, these people, the ordinary people, just happen to catch it after it doesn't happen. See, when we catch it, we bring it out and we keep saying it until it does happen. That is the difference. That is how we can say things and everybody gets all mad and upset, or they think we're crazy. But as soon as it happens, they automatically like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Well, what was this when we were selling it? But again, this is not for everybody. But it's funny because you can go into the one. There's a movie where they have GPS inside of a car. Well, That was, I think that movie was like back before I was even born. So you fast forward to today, or I'm sorry, even 10 years ago, guess what we have? GPS, which you could get inside your car. But guess what? It evolved. It went from a GPS inside your car to a GPS inside your phone. Okay, let's go back again to round one, to square one. So there's a movie where your car will actually talk to you. Well, you fast forward to the day or 10 years back. Well, you have cars that will talk to you. They'll tell you your seatbelt's on or your seatbelt's off, or certain other things. Well, guess what? It evolved again. It then went from your car talking to you to your phone talking to you, whether that be from alarms, from certain other apps, or even going to the iPhone when you have Siri's. Siri's the iPhone Siri's talks to you. I'm sorry, Siri's in the iPhone talks to you. So what happens when all these things start from a simple movie that showed us the imagery of what it's going to be put into, to moving into the thing it's actually put into, to it actually being put into a device, a handheld device at that. And where's all that handheld device going to go? Inside you. See, these are all things Esau puts out here, and he does it slow, so nobody really catches it. It keeps happening slower and slower, and then you realize it all loops into one thing. It's an evolution cycle with this. And Esau is always planning to cause events, try to be the problem, the solver of the events, to making something be injected into you. And it's the same thing with what's going on today with this virus. It's the same thing. See, Esau has always been planning. He's always been the cunning hunter he is, because he's a plotter. He takes advantage. He knows how people minds work. He knows, even if these people don't agree with it. He knows these people, a lot of people. He knows, like, probably even, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but enough people wouldn't agree to to what's going on. But he knows that, and he doesn't care about that. His goal is to wipe out some of the people, anyways. And by some, I mean a lot. So he's fine with all this going on. His sole goal is to create chaos, and then come in with a solution, and then create some more chaos. So it's a never-ending cycle with this thing. But we've been telling you people that these things are going to happen. Hell, Esau has even been telling it a little bit longer, but he only tells it once because he knows people ain't going to catch it. But that's why as we said, it's not meant for anybody to really understand. It's only for the elect to understand. And be prepared for these so-called more predictions to come out, because there's that all this secrets is no longer a secret. Esau's really laying it out on the playing field. But that's all I pretty much want to go into that. So with that, shalom.